Hello, 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 hello. Sean Brady, leveraging your lunch hour. What's leverage your lunch hour? Hey, it doesn't mean you eat with me for a whole hour. No, that would be ridiculous, especially in times of Zoom and virtual connectedness. Well, I guess we could do that, but I'm not actually eating. But I am thinking, and I want you to think over the lunch hour about what's important to you and what's going to make a difference for yourself and your life. Topic for today is trusting yourself. I was on an earlier call with some friends and colleagues, a coaching group, and one of the guys in there was just looking at all kinds of different things that some of those same answers that we think we have the answers to, or we think the other person should have the answers to, yet there's uncertainty. And it's trusting yourself, trusting the outcome, and trusting that you defined what it is that you want enough so that it's almost a no-brainer decision for yourself. Yet there's still uncertainty, and we're second guessing ourselves. I do it all the time. Should I buy this thing? Should I wait to jump in the stock market? Should I pull out? Should I, this is all for long-term savings. Does it matter? Does it not matter? Should I buy it on the weekday? Which day of the week? What time of day? All these different variables that can mess us up and jack up our brain and just have us do what we don't necessarily want to do, or at least in the meanwhile, have us be uncertain and not trust ourselves and trust what we want. I do it all the time. You may find yourself doing it yourself. So how do we get around that? So it's pretty simple in theory, not necessarily easy in practice. Like, we may know the common sense, logical thing to do, but then do we actually execute on it? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. The more practice we have and the more committed we are to our goals, that's why reviewing our goals is such an important thing. Looking in on that and knowing what we want and defining it on a regular basis to ourselves, with other people in our trusted advisors, our trusted friends, family, shoot, man, even strangers. Everyone has an opinion. Doesn't mean you have to accept it. When you know what you want, you get to say how it goes, because it's going to be different for everybody. Your diet's going to be different. Your financial plan's going to be different. Your relationships are going to be different. Your faith is going to be different. Everything is different for everyone else, even if you're under the same household. I know my wife and I we're often on times on the same page. And if anybody out there listening to this, I know you are, some of you anyway, have children and you're dealing with going back to school in the fall with the whole COVID protocols, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. And I think we're on the same page until I think we're not on the same page. So we have to have some serious discussions on what it is we're going to do next. Are we going to send our kids to school? Are we not? What are the risk factors? Are we setting them up for success or failure? And there's all these uncertain questions that we don't know the answers to. And I noticed we've been seeking insight from our neighbors, friends, other professionals that we see, colleagues, and everyone has a similar yet little different take on it. And what I mean by that is we all want the same good outcome for our kids. We're just taking a different approach in achieving that. So trusting yourself comes from just that. Getting as much information as possible for yourself so that you feel comfortable in understanding. And that's true whether it be a diet program, a new business venture, an investment you're going to make, a financial decision you're going to make, buying anything, doing anything, right? Knowing exactly what you want, and more importantly, knowing what's important to you and knowing what's not important to you will give one the ability to help them trust themselves a whole lot more. I'm Sean Brady. I'm a business coach, and I hope this provided some insight for your lunch hour. And wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, I always love to end these things with one simple phrase. We may not see in person, but we'll see you right here on social media. Peace out. And I forgot I get to shut this down. I didn't forget. Jaleesa is managing 2 calls at the same time, but that's all good. All right. We'll see you soon on YouTube. Thanks for following and sharing. Bye bye.